students, Sai Ram. Let us again continue with chapter number 2, fractions and decimals. In the previous session, last session, we have learnt about decimals, expanded form of decimal numbers and conversion of units. Today we are going to learn about multiplication of decimal numbers. Now first let us understand multiplication of decimals by 10, 100 and 1000. When we multiply a decimal by 10, we shift the decimal one place to the right. For example, this is a decimal number 3.146. When you multiply it by 10, you can see here the point will shift to the right by one place. So here as we are multiplying by 10, so you will get the product 31.46. Now next, when we multiply a decimal by 100, the decimal is shifted two places to the right. For example, same decimal number we have taken 3.146 and it is multiplied by 100. So when you multiply by 100, you can see here 100 has 2 0. So decimal point will shift to the right by two places. So you'll get the product 314.6. Now let us see, when we multiply a decimal number by 1000, we shift the decimal three places to the right. For example, again the same number 3.146, when you multiply it by 1000, here you can see three zeros are there. So point will move to the right side by three places. So you will get 3146. So you have to remember this: to multiply by 10, 100, 1000, shift the decimal point as many places to the right as there are zeros after 1. So you have seen here in all these examples, the digits in the product are the same. Only the thing what happened, the decimal point has shifted to as many places as there are zeros after 1. Now let us see the next. Next we are going to learn about multiplication of two decimal numbers. So here you can see example 2.34 is multiplied by 1.2. So when we multiply these two decimal numbers, first you have to follow these steps. First step is you have to multiply it just like whole numbers, which we have already learned, we know it. So we will multiply it just like whole numbers and then we will count the decimal places in the numbers, in the decimal fraction. How many decimal places are there? That means the numbers, the digits which are after decimal point, we are going to count those digits. And then we will put the same number of places behind the decimal point in the product. Okay, so now let us see how to multiply. Now this is an example 2.34 multiplied by 1.2. So we will multiply this by 12. You know the table of 12. If you know the table of 12, directly you can multiply by 12, or you can first multiply by 2 and then by 1. So here we are multiplying directly by 12. 12 4s are 48. So first we'll write 8 and then we'll carry over 4 to the next place. 12 3s are 36 plus 4 is 40. So we'll write 0. Again 4 we will take it to the other place, next place. 12 2s are 24 plus 4 is 28. Now we will see on the other side, you can see here highlighted, it is highlighted. See, the first decimal number has two decimal places. So you can see 3 and 4 is highlighted. So we have written there on right hand side two decimal places. Now the next decimal number 1.2 has only one decimal place. So there we have written one decimal place. Now both we have to add. So 2 plus 1, you will get 3 decimal places. Now in the product, you have to count 3 decimal places. So 8, 0, 8. So these 3 numbers, and before 8, we will give decimal point. So you can see after decimal point, there are 3 decimal places. So the product will be 2.808. Let us take another example. 0.67 multiplied by 0.4. So 0.4 is nothing. We will not first count the decimal number, places and all. We will just see the number as a whole number. So 67 will be multiplied by 4. So let us do that. First we'll multiply 67 by 4. 7 fours are, or 4 sevens are 28. So we'll write 8. You can see here 8 is written in the product, and then 2 we will carry over. Now 6 fours are 24. 24 plus 2 will be 26. So 6 is written. Again 2 we have to take it to the next place, and then we'll 4 zeros are 0 plus 2 is 2. So it is written 268. Now we are going to count the decimal places. Now the first decimal fraction has, you can see there are 2 decimal places, 0.67. You can see there are 2 decimal places in first decimal number. In second one, you can see 1 is there, 1 decimal place, that is 4. And now we are going to add this 2 decimal places, so you will get 3 decimal places. Now you can see in the product 1, 2, 3. So 3 decimal places you will count, and point will be before 2. So the product will be 0.268. Children, practice all the sums which I am showing you here. Now next is pictorial representation of 0.1 or 1 upon 10. And the next one is 0.01 or 1 upon 100. Here you can see a whole square is shown, and it is divided vertically into 10 parts. And the one part is shaded. So this shows that it is 1 upon 10. And if you convert 1 upon 10 into decimal form, you will get 0.1. Same way here you see the whole square is divided into 100 parts. And only one part is shaded out of those 100 parts. So it will be 1 upon 100. Or you can tell it is 0.01. Now we will see this is a decimal number 1.34. Now how we will represent this in pictorial form? Now this is 1 which is before decimal point. It is a whole number part of the decimal number. So we will show it like a whole square. You can see 1 unit is fully shaded. So this is 1. And then 3 is in 10th place. You can see here already we have learned. So we will take 3 bars and we will write it as 310. There are 3 bars, so that is 310. And 4 is in 100th place, you can see. So we'll take that small square which we have seen just now, and 4 squares are taken. So it is 4 hundredths. Now let us see how to multiply decimal fraction and show it in pictorial form. Now here you can see 0.4 is shown by shading 4 parts out of 10 parts. Same way 0.3 in the other square you see 3 parts are shaded. And then now we are going to multiply this two. Multiply means we have to combine. So now here you can see both are combined, and you can see a part which has the combination of both the colors. You can see those small squares, they are little lighter in color than the other 2 parts. So now let us see how many squares are of different color. So let us count here. Here 4, I can count here 4, 4, 4. So 4 plus 4 is 8, and 8 plus 4 is 12. And they are all small squares, so you know they are hundredths. So 12 hundredths. So 12 hundredth we will write as 12 upon 100. And if you convert it into decimal, it will be 0.12, which we have learnt in 6th standard. How to convert a fraction into decimal. So here 12 upon 100 will be 0.12. Now let us do some questions of the exercise 2.6. Now here first question is find 0.2 multiplied by 6. Second one is 8 into 4.6. Third one is 2.71 into 5. Fourth one is 20.1 multiplied by 4. Fifth one is 0.05 into 7. Sixth one is 211.02 into 4. So first 4 sums I will do it. Remaining 2 sums you will try on your own as homework. So let us do first question 0.2 multiplied by 6. So here you can see the first number is decimal number. So we will have to convert first into fraction. So you know how to convert a decimal number into fraction. You have to see first the decimal places. That means the numbers, the digits which are after decimal point. So 0.2 has one decimal place. So to remove this decimal point, we need to multiply 0.2 by 10. Numerator also will be multiplied by 10 as well as the denominator also will be multiplied by 10. So here we can't see any denominator. You can assume there 1. So 0.2 divided by 1 will be multiplied by 10. Both numerator and the denominator will be multiplied by 10. So 0.2 when you multiply by 10, you will get 2 because point will be removed. When you multiply 0.2 by 10, point will be removed, and in the denominator 1 is there which we have assumed. So 1 into 10 will be 10. Anything multiplied by 1 is the same number. So you will get 2 upon 10, and the next number is 6. So you are going to multiply 2 upon 10 by 6. Now here you can see 2 6 are 12 is written in the next step, and in the denominator 10 is there, so we'll write 10 only. Now 12 divided by 10. Now when you divide by 10, here you can see 10 has 1 0. So you remember when we are dividing, decimal point shift to the left side, which we have learned last time. So here decimal point is at the end of 12, at the end. So it will shift by one place to the left. So it will go after, it will be before 2. So you will get the answer 1.2. So let us see the next one, 8 multiplied by 4.6. Same way we will do. 8 we will write as it is. Now 4.6 is in decimal form. We will convert it into fraction. Again, you can see here one decimal place is there. That means we have to multiply both numerator and denominator by 10. So when we are multiplying 4.6 by 10, point will be removed because it will go to the right side by one place. So it will become 46, and in the denominator 10 will be there because 1 into 10 is 10. So that is written 46 upon 10. And now we are going to multiply 8 and 46. So 8 into 46 is 368, and in the denominator 10 is there. So now what we will do? We will convert this into decimal form. So as again here 10 is there in the denominator, so we have to shift decimal point to the left by one place. So you will get 36.8. Now let us go to the third question. 2.71 multiplied by 5. Same way, but here there are two decimal places. So we are going to multiply both numerator and denominator by 100 to remove decimal point. So here in the numerator we will get 271, and in the denominator 100 will be there. So 100, we will get 271 upon 100 multiplied by 5. You can see the first step, 271 upon 100 multiplied by 5 is written. Now we can multiply 271 into 5. You can multiply, you will get 1355 upon 100. Now again you have to shift decimal point from the end to the left side by how many places? By 2 places, because you can see here 100 has 2 0. So you will get the answer 13.55. Now fourth one, 20.1 multiplied by 4. So again we'll do the same way. We will first remove decimal point and we'll convert it into fraction. So as you can see, one decimal place is there. So we are going to multiply both numerator, and in denominator 1 is there. So we are going to multiply both numerator and denominator by 10. So in the numerator place, point will be removed. We will get 201, and in the denominator we will get 10. 10 is written, and then it is multiplied by 4. 4 is a whole number, so no need to do anything with that. And then we are going to multiply these two numbers, 201 into 4. You will get 804 divided by 10. Now again we have to shift decimal point to the left side, because as we are dividing 804 by 10. So 10 has 1 0, you can see. So the decimal point will be after 80. That means you will get 80.4. So that will be the answer. Now let us see question number 5. Next question here. Find 2.5 into 0.3. Second one is 0.1 multiplied by 51.7. Third one is 0.2 into 316.8. Let us see how to solve when both are decimals. Now first we are going to convert both the decimal numbers into fraction. So let us do that. 2.5 multiplied by 0.3 you can write as, just now we have learned 2.5 will have to multiply it by 10. Both numerator and the denominator will be multiplied by 10. So you will get 25 upon 10. And same 0.3 also will convert it into fraction as there is one decimal place. So we'll multiply both numerator and denominator by 10. So we'll get 3 upon 10. Now 25 into 3 is 75 upon 10 into 10 is 100. Now as 100 is there in the denominator and there is division, we are dividing 75 by 100. So point will shift to the left side. By how many places? By 2 places. So your answer will be 0.75. Now let us go to the next question. 0.1 multiplied by 51.7. Again we'll do the same thing. 0.1 will convert it into fraction. So first we'll write down the number, because if we 0.1 if you multiply, because there is one decimal place. So we are going to multiply by 10, both the numerator and the denominator. In the denominator 1 is there. So we have multiplied both numerator and denominator by 10. So point will be removed. You will get only 1 in the numerator and 10 in the denominator. Same way we'll do for 51.7 also. You will get 517. Point is removed, and in the denominator you will get, as there is one decimal place, you will get 10 in the denominator. Now we are going to multiply 517 into 1 is same number 517 and 10 into 10 is 100. Now point will be shifted to the left by 2 places, because you are dividing 517 by 100. So you will get 5.17. Similarly, you can do the next question also. 0.2 multiplied by 316.8. Same way we are going to convert 0.2 into fraction. You will get 2 upon 10. 316.8 you will convert it into fraction as there is one decimal place. So you will write 3168 in the numerator, and in the denominator will write 10. And then 2 into 3168 is 6336 upon 10 into 10 is 100. And then answer will be, point will be shifted 2 places to the left. You will get 63.36. So there are some more sums of same type. You will have to do by the same method. 1.07 into 0.02, you will get 107 upon 100. If you remove the decimal point, same way 0.02 also will become 2 upon 100. And when you multiply numerator, you will get 214, and 100 into 100 is, you can see here there are 10,000. And then when you will convert this into decimal, you will see here the point will be shifted to the left side by how many places? By 4 places. So you will get 0.0. You will have to add one more 0 and then 214, because there are 3 digits in the numerator. Same way you can do 8 sum by the same method, by converting the decimal fraction into fraction, and then we are going to multiply numerator with numerator and the denominator with denominator. Even the 9th question also you will do in the same way. First decimal fraction will be converted into fraction, and then we are going to multiply. Here you can see here, and you have to first see the decimal places, and you will remove the decimal point, and then we will multiply, multiplication of fraction, and then at the end you will convert into decimal fraction. Practice all this question, children. Now the next question is find 1.3 into 10. These are all questions are decimal numbers are multiplied by 10, which we have learned just now, that when we multiply by 10, decimal point will shift to the right by 1 place. So let us see how to solve it. It is very simple. So as we are multiplying all this decimal number by 10, so we have learned first that when we are multiplying it by 10, decimal point will shift to the right by 1 place. So it is done here. 1.3 into 10 will be 13. 36.8 multiplied by 10 will be 368. You can see decimal point has shifted to the right by 1 place. Same way you see the other sums. 153.7 into 10 will be 1537. So other two questions also you see the decimal point has shifted to the right by one place. This all are oral sums. You can directly write down the answer in your textbook with pencil. Now next is a word problem. A two-wheeler covers a distance of 55.3 km in 1 liter of petrol. How much distance will it cover in 10 liters of petrol? Now this is a word problem. We will first write in the form of statement what is given. So we'll write first distance covered in 1 liter of petrol is 55.3 kilometer. Then next statement will be distance covered in 10 liters of petrol is equal to, you know, when you have to find out for more, which operation we do? We do multiplication. So here 10 will be multiplied by 55.3, or you can write 55.3 multiplied by 10. So just now we have learned when we multiplied by 10, decimal point will be shifted to the right. And when we divide, decimal point shift to the left. So here it will be shifted to the right by how many places? By one place. So you will get 553 kilometer. Now let us see one more word problem. This is very simple. The side of an equilateral triangle is 3.5 centimeter. Find its perimeter. So as it is an equilateral triangle, all the sides of an equilateral triangle you know are equal. So length of each side will be 3.5. And for finding out the perimeter, you can do it by addition also. But easier method is you can multiply all the three sides. You know a triangle has three sides. So 3 will be multiplied by 3.5. So first you will multiply as a whole number. You will get 105. And then we will give decimal point. As only one decimal place is there. So you will get 10.5 centimeter. So this way you are going to solve the word problems. Now children, this is your home assignment which you have to do it in your homework now. That's all. Thank you.